Hi, my name's Jill Galloway. I'm an artist educator with the National Portrait Gallery, and I'm a full-time artist with Jill Galloway Studio. In today's open studio lesson, we're looking at what I call the bean figure. Now, the bean figure really is a lot like a stick figure, except its parts are more rounded. It's a great introduction to cartooning and learning how to put figures in action. Once an artist learns the simple process of drawing a bean figure and putting that figure into action, the next step is cartooning and storytelling, which can go all sorts of directions. The only supplies you'll need for today's lesson are paper and pencil and probably an eraser. So let's get started. To start with a bean figure, you make an oval shape for the head, and then you make an oval shape for the body. Notice the oval shape for the body is larger than the head. There'll be two long triangles for the legs, and then just straight sticks for the shins with a little check mark for the foot. For the arms, they start at the top of the oval and they swing down to about mid-thigh, mid-triangle. That's the front view. You can add a center line, that's the middle of the face, and maybe even an eye line if that makes you feel better. And you can also add a triangle for the nose to show direction. Let's look at the side view. We'll start with an oval shape for the head and a larger oval shape for the body. Now for the back, you're going to need to add a little curve in the back. For some children, depending on how old they are, it's easier for them to see the curve if you turn the bean sideways. Notice how it definitely makes a bean shape now. For the leg, you'll do a long triangle shape again, and because it's a side view, you'll only see one leg. The arm will bend slightly backwards. Now let's look at how you put these guys in motion. You'll always start with an oval head and an oval body, and you might bend them or angle them certain ways. Really, the action comes in with the legs and arms. The arms really are just sticks or just a big curvy line. And the legs are nothing more than long triangles, and you can swing those triangles any direction to get those legs to do anything, like this guy's jumping up in the air. Now let's see about cartooning. One way to do some cartooning is to take one piece of paper and fold it into thirds. When you open it up, you'll have a beginning section, a middle section, and an end section. So as you build stories, think about what you're going to say at the beginning, middle, and end. This guy's holding an ice cream cone at a dangerous angle. And of course, the ice cream fell off. And now we're pitching a fit. Here's some ideas of other cartoons that I came up with. Really anything goes. We have a lot of cartoons in our collection at the National Portrait Gallery, everything from Charles Schulz and the Peanuts to Doonesbury and Gary Trudeau. Now I want to point out how to make stop motion animation like I did with my bean figure at the beginning of this video. I did that with my iPhone and iMovie, but all I did was make a drawing of my man in different poses, and then I cut and paste them in iMovie. Now if you go to the National Portrait Gallery's website, go to our Exhibitions tab, visit the 2019 exhibition page for our portrait competition. This year's first place award winner was Hugo Crosswaith, and here's a sample of his stop motion animation. Be sure to check out all of the portraits in this year's Outwin Portrait Competition. We had about 2,600 entries from artists throughout the US and Puerto Rico, and we have about 50 portraits in the exhibition. This year, the artists were asked to submit entries that address the current political social context. So look through the portraits, read their artist statements, and see what you find. After you've gone through all of the portraits in the competition, you can vote for your favorite. Just scroll down from the home page and you can vote there. Thanks so much for joining us for Open Studio. I hope you learned a lot. And now that you know how to draw a bean figure and to put that figure in motion, the stories you can tell are endless. Happy storytelling, and we'll see you next time.